Hey YouTube, Jobin here. I have a sort of unusual little Sanrenmu folder here, and this isn't really a review because I haven't really used this knife, but it's a very unusual design, and I thought you guys might like to see it, and I'm almost not sure what I think of it myself, so I'm gonna show you what it's like, and you guys let me know what you think, because it's really interesting. This is the L0-617. I think the handle is available in a number of different colors. I just happened to get an orange one. And let's take a look. As you see, this is not a normal looking knife. Very prominently here you have a cap lifter, which I think it's sort of an overdone feature, but I'll get back to that in a minute. And the blade itself is a rather short chisel ground tanto. Now I'm not going to lie, when I first pulled this knife out of the package, I thought it was stupid. But after handling it a bit and looking at it, well, the first thing that sort of got me thinking is I noticed that through this cutout here, you can see the Sanrenmu name there and the steel the blade is in. And I was like, wait, this isn't, a silly product that was pushed out without thought. Somebody put some effort into designing this. Maybe I should take another look at this. And what I basically decided was, this knife isn't bad, it's just not my cup of tea. It's I'm the kind of guy who carries around a knife like this. Big, sturdy, well, fairly big. Just because that's what I like. This is definitely more targeted at the uses a knife seldom for EDC type stuff. It's almost more of a kind of cool bottle opener with a fairly useful little blade on it too. That's almost what I would describe it as. It's a bottle opener from Sanrenmu that has a frame lock knife on it. And I actually kind of like tantos. If you're going to have a small EDC knife, I think a tanto is a good choice. I mean, they have a reputation of being all tactical and stuff. But if you're going to use this for the stuff a lot of EDC knives are used for, like, I'm not actually going to cut into this, but like piercing, plastic packaging, the really acute tip is nice. Maybe if you want to cut some paper or cardboard on a surface, split it. This point, this secondary point here is good because you can lay it right down on the work. So you really just, that's actually pretty good. And it came razor sharp. Which is pretty cool. Now, it's got a tip down only carry pocket clip, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but it's not really an issue in a knife like this, in my opinion. This isn't, just sort of back to, I think, the concept behind this. This isn't the kind of thing you carry if you're going to be expecting to use a blade a lot and or are going to need to access it super quickly. In which case I prefer tip-up carry, just for ease of deployment. There is a little bit of an issue with this particular one. Issue. I hate it when people use that word to mean problem. There is a small problem with this one in that the thumb stud is loose. The screw wasn't tightened down properly from the factory, and I actually haven't managed to fix that yet because it seems to be Loctited. Oops, memory card went full. Oh, and I didn't feel like reshooting this whole thing for that little glitch. what was I saying? Oh yeah, a little bit of a problem with this one. The thumb stud, it's a pretty short thumb stud, and there isn't really anything to get a purchase on with your fingers or a pair of pliers or anything to hold that part still while you turn the screw. I don't know. I might be able to straighten it out. Maybe if I gently heat it, because that'll sometimes loosen up the Loctite. I don't know. But that's actually pretty unusual. I've never had a wiggly not pocket clip, a wiggly thumb stud on a Sanrenmu before. That was kind of a first. So overall, like I said, not really my cup of tea, but I could see how this would appeal to some people. You know, maybe if you like having a really pretty decent bottle opener, or to a lot of almost sort of non-knife people who, you know, use a knife very seldom, but kind of get why it might be a good idea to have some type of cutting tool on you. So, I don't know. Let me guys know what you think. I'd appreciate your comments. Very unusual little design, interesting little knife. So, as always, folks, this is Jobin signing off. Remember where your knife is.